This time it's going to be the Chanel Square Mini versus the Chanel Rectangle Mini. Let's get started. So we're going to start with the Mini Rectangle. Now this one is an older model that I bought a couple of years ago. The style number of it is actually a 65055, but now it's called A69900. This is it here. It is the mini size. The older model that I have has the 4 holes on the top, and they are side by side this way. A lot of the newer ones that you see, if they have 4 holes at all, they'll have 2 here and 2 here instead. It's a chain drop of about 23.5 inches single, 12.5 when double. The dimensions of this bag body-wise is about 5 inches by 7.5 inches and about 2 inches wide. So it's a nice little bag. You can actually fit quite a bit in it. I've used this over and over again. It's probably one of my favorite bags that can fit quite a bit in it. This is the Square Mini Chanel. This one is in lambskin, whereas the blue one is in a caviar leather with silver hardware. This one has gold, which happens to be my favorite. The number on this one is A35200. The dimensions of this Square Mini Chanel is about 5 by 6 by 3, so it's a little bit wider than the 2 and some of the rectangular. It has the 2 single holes on the top, so which won't allow you to do a double chain. Now, in recent seasons, I've seen this bag and size and shape be the popular mini release, but then again, I have seen a few more of the rectangle ones coming out as well. The change in the shape absolutely changes what you're allowed to carry inside, and the lambskin, you'll see there are a few scratches on it. So it is a lot more delicate. It's beautiful, but I will say it's what I've seen a lot more of the resale ones available, which kind of lends to the idea to me that it's a tougher one to take care of and one that people are more willing to part with. So I do say think twice before you pick up the lamb, because it's not nearly as scratch resistant and durable as the caviar leather. Chain length on this one is also only about 20 to 20.5 inches long, which is quite short if you're going to be crossbody and you have you know, a chest or anything that's sort of going to get in the way of the hang of it. I always see it on celebrities and really thin vloggers, and I think, oh my god, it fits them so well. Then I take it home and I'm like, wait a second, it doesn't fit me that way. So I think this is definitely one of those bags that you want to go in store and you want to try it on, because it doesn't have a very long chain length. So here is a size comparison of the two. As you can see, they're quite a bit different in terms of the width of them and the length of them. They are both of them are a nice shape, a nice size. This one is perfect for the mini bag trend that is huge, thanks to Fendi, thanks Carl. This one is really good for that. But again, functionality wise, I do think that this blue, the rectangular mini, has a little bit more functionality to it. It allows you to comfortably fit a lot more inside of it. As with all Chanel classic bags, no feet on them, but the hardware is all the same. Both of these bags, as you saw before, have only the single flap, whereas the larger classics, they do have a double flap. My biggest complaint, other than size, which is of course the rectangle versus square, and then the functionality of that, is how the chains are attached. You'll see on this bag, because it's a double chain through with the hole, it's one continuous chain that's connected to it and just uses the tension point of the second hole. I always think that seems very secure and very nice, whereas this one, again, is connected directly to the side of the bag, which does, I think, create a stronger like hold for it, but in a way it seems a little more scary to me because you're relying on the strength of a small leather piece versus a chain on chain. So that is my comparison of the two bags. If you were to ask me which would I buy again, hands down it would be the rectangular mini. Not just because it's in the caviar leather, which for me personally is a much more functional option. It's more so just that this one, because of the way that it's set up, it looks better on a body in my opinion, and it also allows for better carrying. This is a stunning little bag. Because it's not my only mini, I'm absolutely obsessed with the idea that I own it. It's so fun. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not using it all the time. I find it less functional, and I'm a little intimidated by the lambskin leather because I just think that the nature of the softness of it makes it quite a bit more fragile. So here's my clear winner, and I think that if you're gonna go for a classic Chanel, a mini is a great place to start. In the future, I'd like to do a comparison, a user review of this bag versus the jumbo, which I'll save that for a later time because there's only so much Chanel we can fit in one video. But I hope you enjoyed the review. Head to covetandacquire.com if you want to see a more in-depth review of the two, written out with some comparison photos,